We are calling our meeting of the Convention and Visitors Bureau Advisory Committee to order. It is 8:43 a.m. on December the 4th, and we'll do our Pledge of Allegiance. We'll go ahead and move into the next item. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if you would please help me recognize a moment of silence, everyone. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to write them on here. Do the roll call. Raymond Camina.
Present.
Gabriel Castillo. Just so the committee knows, I will need a motion to excuse both Gabriel and Magali, but I'll keep going with roll call.
Okay.
Judith Gutierrez. Veronica Hernandez. Blasita Lopez, I am here. Jorge Luis Quijano. Here. Magali, no, and Michelle, no. Members of the committee, can I ask for a motion, please, to excuse both Magali and Gabriel? They both had work
I move
commitments.
that we
I second.
excuse those two.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. Do we have any public or citizen comments that we know of?
We,
No?
not today, ma'am.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, moving on to item 6, discussion with possible action on nomination and election of committee chair and vice chair. And that's open for the committee to discuss and/or
People
just.
should not be absent, you know, because, that's when they get.
That's when they get elected.
We have people on the advisory committee that have,
That have not served in a
Well,
role.
I would like to know, would you be interested?
I mean,
Yes,
elected
okay.
people. Oh,
He wasn't done, he
I was
wasn't
like, I mean, the people that are doing it right now are amazing at it.
Well, we need to have the volunteer, vice chair? No, thank you.
I don't think you.
What's the
Right away,
problem?
think about it.
I mean,
Okay, we put,
Raymond's been serving for a very long
I've
time.
done it a few times, and I'd like
He
to
has,
chance an
yes.
opportunity for someone else.
well,
And then there's Magali. Magali has also served in, I think she served in a capacity in the past. I don't remember.
I
She's
have
been-
served already, so I've done
And Judy, you
I've done
as
my
well.
time.
Yes.
I have, you know, and more than one already, so let's see.
okay.
We do need a motion. I would encourage just if you would like to keep it the way it is, that can be the motion. But of course, Gabriel isn't here to speak for himself, so. I don't know.
With an emotion to promote you.
Well, there you go.
then for
Do you
vice
want
chair.
to do a joint,
I
a
wouldn't mind
chair and a
that.
vice chair?
A joint and a vice chair.
A joint motion that names
Yes,
two
of course,
people.
yeah, because that's what the item is up for discussion, right?
Yes, it is. It is discussion with possible action. That is correct. I would move into the chair position if that's what the committee wants.
Well, I motion to nominate you.
Okay.
And I second it.
Well, then what about the vice chair, because we have to do you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Okay, so then that would be.
The motion then is to nominate Blasita Lopez as chair and Jorge Luis Quijano as vice chair for the coming year.
Perfect.
correct. Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Me.
All right. Motion passes. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you.
Great.
All right. Congratulations. All right, moving on. Discussion with possible action on postponing or canceling the January 2026 meeting. If you go to page 3, there's a calendar for January, and you can see that the first Thursday of the month is January 1st.
Well,
So it's New Year's Day.
well, we have to
And-
be here after this. No, good place.
Temprano.
It's a holiday, Judy.
No, well, that we I move that we postpone the January meeting to February, I guess, because we don't have to have, do we have to have a January?
No, in the past, we've
Can
done
we-
combined
Yeah, combined.
January and February, so we can.
That's my motion.
And then that would be February 5th then? Is that the
There
first
would be,
Thursday?
that's what we're gonna miss, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
We're on January.
Yeah, we've done it before where we combine it, and so we would present the
So it would
paisano.
be February the fifth, right?
The
February
fifth,
the
yes.
That's,
So
yeah.
that's my
yeah.
Because
motion.
January is
January.
what's those months, right?
Well, it's already, December we have paisano,
Mhm.
and then January we have a lot of travel, but we can report all that
Okay.
in February. So
Okay.
we should be.
If it's something that we can't do, well, let us know. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can do that.
We can
No,
always
we've
do a
done it in the
special call
past.
meeting if there's a necessity for it.
Okay, and if we can send the paisano report and any other reports before that, so you can
Via
review it via email, so.
Before we hear it in the news.
I'm gonna give an update right now before you hear the
Honestly,
news.
what we hear in the news is such a small snippet, and there's so much that happens, you know what I mean? It's hard for them to capture.
I hear you. Because they just go, you know, like
Mhm.
I would move that we postpone January's meeting to February the fifth.
Okay.
I second it.
Second by Raymond Camina, and do I have all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Very good. We're just swimming right along here. All right.
Interesting
Now.
words, women.
Madam
Now,
Chair?
yes.
Yes, I do have a comment of correction for the minute,
Okay. Let's go to that page. Give us a second.
page 5.
For that. Okay.
So it was mentioned that we have less than 50 Airbnbs in Laredo. I just want to point the committee to page 18. We have from October 25th to November 25th, we had 430 listings.
What?
Including, of those, 377 are Airbnbs and 53 are VRBOs. And on page 18, you have a breakdown of the
map and
the map
where
and
they're
the-
located.
yeah, the bedroom count. and
Are these
price
people
review.
that are like, I don't know, illegally
130?
subletting their apartments and things like that? Do you
Oh,
know
no,
what it
it's,
is?
it's Airbnb, so they're actually categorized, we identify them as
Do
Airbnb,
they
they're
have to
registered
Register somewhere
with Airbnb.
Yeah.
in the state or here?
The state reports them to, Airbnb reports them to the state, but with the city, as of right now, they don't. We're working with,
So who is in charge of the Airbnb? I mean, who
Just,
are-
it's a private company.
yeah, it's a,
I mean, I've never known, I mean, who?
so Airbnb is like Uber. When Uber is a platform, Airbnb is a platform, and so when you want to either become a driver with Uber or rent your house at Airbnb, you register it in the platform, and they basically you add it to their listing, and so you put pictures, you put how many rooms it has, the description of your
Just like in
house.
real estate, I mean, when you're listing
Uh-huh.
a property.
Yeah,
you want
just
it,
like
you
that.
know.
And so in the system, it has different functionalities where people can block dates or say, I'm only renting my house weekends, or this is a rental home or an available home that I have.
Rooms.
Yes, how many rooms?
too.
Yeah.
We have, so in the unit type is how many rooms. Está muy chiquito, but it has amenities, it has, if it's a house, a room, an apartment, a cabana, people rent their like pool cabanas. So it can be like different types of sizes, yeah.
I
And
had
so,
no idea we had so many.
I didn't either, I mean, I'm shocked.
yeah, it started growing, I wanna say, a couple of years ago in 2023, we had 230, but in the last 2 years, it just like
Skyrocketed.
skyrocketed.
People
Yeah.
started to find out that they can have.
Or it might be even the
Well-
homes, it might be the homes that they're not selling, they probably are renting them.
And the other thing is,
Makes
we
some money.
have a lot of government contracts, so that decreases the number of hotel rooms available. So if people wanna come and stay in Laredo and they wanna do shopping, they wanna, they're looking for other options, and so Airbnb is becoming one of those options. So, which is good for economic impact,
Mhm.
not good for hotel occupancy tax impact, but for economic impact to the city, this is, people from Mexico, they're getting more acquainted with the platform, they like the platform. So, yes, it's a
It's a growing business everywhere, I think.
And they
Yeah.
probably
So I
save a little
would,
bit
I
of
would
money.
ask us just to pivot back so we can get the minutes taken care of, and then I think we can continue,
Okay.
the discussion on this. So we're gonna correct that number in the second paragraph. Mr. Vasquez answered less than 50, but then that number needs to be corrected
What
to
page is
four
that?
hundred and,
30.
we're on
Page
page 5, Judy. We went back, I'm sorry, to the minutes on page 5.
Okay,
Under the first paragraph, review of year-to-date financial statements, and then the Airbnb tax collection, second paragraph. At the end of that paragraph, it's Mr.
Less than
Vasquez
50.
answered, Ms. Romani asked, and so that's where we're making that correction, is that correct?
2.30.
Yeah, correct.
so from 50 to 2 point.
No,
No,
4.30.
to
430.
430.
Do
Yes.
they pay sales tax, or, I know they don't pay the motel.
They pay sales tax, but they don't pay tax to they pay state tax.
State tax.
We're currently, we continue working with the tax department. The tax department is figuring out how to charge them a tax. But currently Airbnbs only pay tax to the state.
Maybe that's another incentive to stay at Airbnb, for the persons that are staying.
Sure.
It's less money.
It's good for especially people traveling with their whole family. It's easier, convenient. But for us, I think it's good that we have other options, especially because our hotels right now are running on high occupancy. But we want to make sure that it's also to the benefit of the community and that if we're putting money to promote certain things that we.
And they're benefiting from it.
Exactly.
Okay.
If I may add, we had a reunion from Holding Institute a few weeks ago, and most of them just get Airbnbs.
Yeah. So we're also tracking.
Mhm.
We know shoppers.
Madam Chair, I'd like to move that we approve the minutes with a correction on the page 5 from 50 to 430.
All right, any other corrections or additions or updates to the minutes?
I'll second
All right, motion is seconded. All in favor?
it.
Any opposed? Motion passes. All right,
Can
great.
we go back to minutes, October 2nd, were not approved at the November meeting?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Page 4. That's page 4. All right, very good. All right, members of the committee, this was a no quorum, so it's pretty easy. There really aren't, we just need to approve that the record reflects that there was no quorum. So if I could get a motion.
I move that we reflect that in our minutes, that there was no quorum.
I thought we had a quorum, so we can at the last minute, no, or?
No, not for this one.
Because it's
In
not-
October, no,
Okay,
It
so
was-
it's-
just 4 people.
So that's my motion.
And do you approve the minutes
Yes,
in the motion?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
that I move that we approve the minutes with.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, very good. Any second?
Second.
All right, a second, and any opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. All right, we got that one. October 2nd and November 6th, we're good. Now we're moving on to item 9, financial statements, and that begins on page 7, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Madam Chair, the financial statements on page 7, they reflect we are at this is the 3rd month of the fiscal year. We are going strong on the projects that we have planned. We want to make sure that everything that we have planned for the year is completed, so that is reflected in the balance, and you'll see it also on page 14, where you have the budget updates in a graphic version.
All the line items are, okay, which one
Yes.
is the one that we're going to see difference, or all of them?
We should, a difference in,
What's here?
yes. No,
This is what is being reported, and you
Yes.
said, well, we're moving, and we had different,
Project.
yeah.
yes. So this is what was budgeted. We continue to work. There's one change versus all the previous years. We realized that we were having some special events that were, I don't wanna say eating our regular budget, but they were
Affecting the.
affecting or impacting the budget in a certain way. And so we talked to budget and we created another division. And so you will see, even on page 14 where I have the different
Special
graphics,
activity.
you will see a special activity division where you will see those events reflected, and we're talking about Pony, legislative, Washington DC, Austin, what applies, and WBCA. Now we have
So it's
taken
this-
over,
It's this chart on the bottom right.
yes,
This
Mhm.
page.
page 14.
Yeah.
We have taken over the contract, as directed by management, the contract with WBCA and with Society of Martha Washington. And so all that was included in the budget and was, now, under the new division of special events, or special activities.
Special activities, which
Yes.
is also reflected on
Yes.
Yes,
page
also,
7.
basic, yes. So that would be one change,
You mentioned Pony and which other one?
Pony, birding, WBCA.
That's all sport, part of the.
And Martha.
Special
Martha
activity.
Washington.
Washington,
Society of Martha.
Society of Martha Washington, Washington DC Legislative, Austin Legislative.
See, we have to keep that in mind.
Exactly.
Because it is a special activity.
Yes.
Exactly,
I don't know all of the ones that are budgeted to this.
yes. So that's why we wanted to separate those and make sure we were not impacting our other lines. And we kept a good eye on those events that are not necessarily directly, put together by us, but that we're supporting with the hotel occupancy tax.
But do they have a do they have a budget for the year, the WCA?
Yes. So in the contract that we're signing with WBCA, they had to provide all their budget for the year, all the different lines, and what is being covered with the monies that the city's providing. And so specifically talking about WBCA, because it's hotel occupancy tax, they're using it for promotion and advertising, and so to bring people from out of town to the event. They're not paying operations or any other thing like that. They're specifically using those monies to promote.
Hotel, I mean, that's,
Exactly,
that's a key.
exactly, in compliance with the hotel occupancy tax law.
And you mentioned the government contracts, they don't pay.
If they stay more than
30 days.
they don't.
They don't pay. We haven't seen an impact on the tax collections, yet.
Because they don't, if they stay 1/3, they don't pay,
Yeah.
and then people go to the.
Airbnb.
They don't
Airbnb,
pay.
exactly,
So really, the city is getting hurt though,
yes.
Yes.
because you're doing the same job
Yes,
promoting the city,
yes,
and they're benefiting from it.
yes. And so there's a potential for that, that's why we wanna make sure that,
And I think they're already strong,
yeah,
in case there's anything against it.
yeah.
Well, excuse me, but I don't see where that benefits the city in having these contracts. But, you know, I know that they need to say something.
Yeah, it's,
But they do help because they stay in Laredo, buy gas, buy food, buy clothing.
It's the
with them all.
economic impact of
Yeah.
having that.
Yeah.
we
It's
might
a
not
government
have,
contract,
yeah,
and there might be here for other reasons, the army or,
National Guard.
National Guard.
We might not have the impact of the hotel occupancy tax, which is what we start for, but they do impact the economy in different ways.
You know, because anybody else that
It
would
does
stay
make
there.
it very difficult for those
Would
of
also
us
do
that
the same thing,
do
yeah,
have
absolutely.
regular hotel visitors. I know for our company, we have a corporate
Yes.
contract at a hotel,
You see?
Yes.
and I can't use it because that hotel is always booked.
Oh, okay,
So,
Yes.
and I've struggled recently, just this week, I had to book 3 hotel rooms and I looked everywhere.
I think
You
that,
can always stay in Zapata.
Right?
What if
Or
I
Locula,
I think that shows like the addition of the DoubleTree was
much needed.
much needed.
How many
But it
rooms
got
is there?
absorbed right away.
199.
Huh?
199.
They added 199?
That's all.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And they lost a few rooms, they had a little bit more, but with.
They had
the
And
remodels.
there's a new
201.
one going up on hospitality, what hotel
Yes.
is that gonna be?
It's gonna be a home 2 suites.
Oh, yeah.
Another home two? Like a home two next to a home two?
No, it's a true,
True,
Oh,
true, yeah.
true and then a home too. And then the Las
No,
Juanas
never
should
mind me, I just-
break ground for a new one.
Yeah.
Who's doing
The
that?
Las Juanas,
The
they're
Las Juanas are
Also
doing that
have
one?
in the plans
In the
another
plans.
property.
Wow.
by
I don't
the
blame
stadium.
them, I mean.
Yeah, the demand in our market is amazing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
yeah. So we're
How many rooms are available in Laredo?
4,245 total.
And I guess I was restricted to a particular budget, so I was trying to find rooms in a certain budget,
Yeah.
and that was my issue, that's why I couldn't find a room. If you wanna pay $289 to $320, you can find a room
Yeah.
without any problem in a particular part of the city.
And what, Embassy Suites or La Posada or?
Well, I was checking DoubleTree, so I think I only checked like 4 or 5 properties because I had to like book it right away, but I was checking around the airport, around, I was also checking, up in, where my office is located up by HEB Plus, so I really wanted to house everybody closer to my
Close by.
office, but it was sold out, except for Best Western, which is where I put everybody.
And we had very high occupancy on the weekend prior to Thanksgiving because it's a holiday weekend in
Mhm.
Mexico.
Yeah.
So that's also.
So higher the room, the more motel tax they can charge, right?
That is correct.
Is it, wow.
On short
So,
term,
on short
So
term, yes.
we haven't
open.
seen right now, and I'll point everybody to page 8. We are still within our projection. We're higher than our projection, so we haven't seen the impact of government contracts in our collections. So we're vigilant. We're always vigilant of that, but we haven't seen a impact in the collections. So we're over the actuals are over our most recent projections. So
How can you budget that?
how can we forecast the?
That you're not gonna receive, for how many rooms, for a whole year, 2 years, whatever.
What we did here for the projections, I
Good
always
question.
use a certain percentage of government contracts, thinking that if they don't collect tax, we're not gonna get that revenue.
Do you adjust that?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm always
so you
very.
factor in government contracts
Yes.
in your projection.
So depending on how the market is moving and what we're hearing in terms of if there's gonna be more National Guard coming, if there's gonna be certain things, in the last couple of years, I'm always taking into consideration government contracts in the projections. That's why I'm very conservative.
What percentage is government contracts over all of the rooms that we have? That was the
Market
highest
share.
share.
Oh, that's a difficult number. I can.
Because,
look for that.
it's for me, it's troubling, because of the impact that it has. in the
Yeah, of
hotel
course.
market. I'm thinking hotel,
Mhm.
I'm not
Sure.
thinking of anything.
I can look for that number and bring it back the next meeting.
That's okay, I was just curious because, we talk about, a number of rooms, blah, 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 but we have a budget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're always very aware of those
I don't
numbers.
blame you, because, you have to prepare your budget based on your past numbers, because you do a guesstimate of whatever you have.
Exactly.
Taking that thought a little bit further though, when we are promoting anywhere, whether it's domestically or internationally, we've always told our guests, book ahead of time,
Mhm.
but now if you only know that you have 50% of your hotel
Available.
available and you've got 50% taken up by government,
And then don't pay any.
then you've really got to tell them, hey, you are only going to be able to get about 2,000 rooms.
And we made
And
it.
that's a very good point.
So you've got,
Because we
as a
have a
visitor,
program
you really need to
where,
You need to really plan your trip
Mhm.
way ahead of time now,
Yes.
Yeah.
because you're competing
If
with
you
all
want,
the other thousands of
Yeah.
visitors that are coming in to shop, and you've only got 2,000 rooms
It's
available.
just like the pony league when they come. I mean, there's a certain number there that you cannot accommodate
Mhm.
because of those
Yeah.
contracts.
And we have been communicating that
Perfect
to.
example.
We have been communicating that to management and the different groups, and that there's a finite number, that even if we wanted to bring a citywide 3,000 people convention, we can't because we have a finite number of hotel rooms. And we're hopefully going to meet with hoteliers this week,
Is there an
tomorrow.
active association?
There is not, but we're getting together with as many hoteliers as possible tomorrow, so that city manager can provide an update on what things are coming up, and we want that to be like the kickoff of probably meetings, quarterly meetings with hoteliers, even if there's not an association, that it can create some sort of consistency in
Central point.
Yeah.
We can never have like a state conference. I'll give you the example, because I used to belong to the Texas Association of Counties,
Mm-hmm.
and statewide, I mean, we're 254 counties. Every county has 4 commissioners, and one judge, 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then you multiply that by the number of counties. And San Antonio, Austin, Corpus, the Valley, they always got the state.
Mm-hmm.
You could never get it here. Even if you, like, even with the numbers.
Yeah, we've seen the challenge. We're working really hard to bring a conference that at the end is coming, but we play Tetris with the number of rooms. That's like, okay, you can give me 10, and you give me 200, and you can give me another 50, and so it's challenging. We know that the more hotel rooms we have, the more chance we have to bring larger conferences, and Sophia and Fidel have been working really hard on that. We are communicating to the visitor, and right now when we did the media blitz, that's something that we pushed really hard in Monterrey. We know that exactly that. Right now, people are booking 10 to 12 days before they come in, and so we were stressing, no, you need to book even before.
A month and a half.
You need to book way before, because if not, you're not gonna get them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Or you're gonna pay more.
if you find
it,
it, you're gonna
it's
pay
gonna
more.
cost you
So
more.
how does like booking.com work? Is that added to your analytics?
That's an OTA. So yes, so we get the analytics from the final booking with a hotel. So an OTA, what they do is a platform. Again, hotels put some rooms in that platform, and you book in that Expedia or Booking.com or Despegar.com, whichever one you want to use. You book it there, and they communicate with the hotel. And there's those are rooms that the hotel put there. They don't put all their hotels.
Yeah,
It's a certain
small
amount of
percentage.
rooms of their
And they
inventory.
need that for their business.
That's because I scored a really cheap price at the Mango 2 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
For one night, I was like, yes.
Because San Antonio has a lot of rooms
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they keep building.
And so if the inventory is very high and they don't have that demand, then they will put rooms in those platforms at a
Super
different
cheap,
price.
yeah.
So.
I enjoy my stay. Cheap price.
Yes, so there's one
Nothing is
hotel
cheap, it's just
opening on the
inexpensive.
loop.
Economical.
There's at least 2 in project. So in the next 5 years, we'll
That
have
would
at
take us already
least.
down, because it was already open before that, you already had counted the room.
For the purposes of statistics, that we have in terms of occupancy, and it doesn't count as new.
Yeah.
In source strategy and the numbers that we have, it was still there. It's just now
A different name.
under a different name, and now we have higher occupancy. So it helps us,
Yeah.
but it's not considered a new property.
It doesn't add rooms to the
Exactly, it doesn't have
Do
rooms
you
to work.
do like short-term, middle term, long-term projections, you know, in the next 10 years? You know, what Laredo's gonna, how many rooms we're gonna be having, you know, and how the growth is gonna be? It's just so important, I think, for our community.
We have a 1, 3, and 5 projection. And so
Stops at 5.
right now it stops in 5. We in terms of projection of hotel rooms, because right now we know in terms of projection of collections.
Yes.
So to project the collections right now, we're using, all the knowledge of how many hotels are coming. We know that there are 3 hotels that are coming in the next 5 years. So that's where we were projecting based
And you
on
know how
that.
many rooms you have.
Exactly, how many rooms are gonna be added to the inventory, and so we can project that far. More than that is guesstimate, because we don't know how many hotels will come after the
And it's like the
5-year mark.
willingness of people to invest in
Mhm.
Laredo,
Yes,
not knowing the economic climate,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen with Mexico. I mean, there's a lot.
Exactly.
This, yeah.
There's a lot of things that affect it, you know, because
Mhm.
we don't know. There's a lot of unknowns. you know,
Yes.
so-
Yeah.
So right now, what we know in the next 5 years, which can change, but the information that we have is for the next 5 years. We can do an estimate of how the collections and the projection is gonna be. More than that, we don't know what else
You
is
still
gonna
think
be.
you will have as many government rooms, contracts?
Probably for the next 3 years, yes.
No, until Trump is over.
The current administration is affecting that. Well, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah. So at least for the next 3 years, we do project government contracts to continue. However, we do not see an impact yet on the hotel occupancy tax. So that's where
No, you
we're,
don't have a big challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Challenging to do all of these, and then you have us here to be asking all these questions.
no, but it's good, to be honest, it's good because things that, I mean, all of you have different perspectives, different experiences, and that helps us to see different sides of what we do, so
And
we
I think one of the
appreciate
things
all.
that we can do, like we all represent the different city councilmen.
Mhm.
And what happens here, when it impacts this budget, you know, we could bring it to our particular city council member.
Yeah.
When things are coming
Mhm.
through the agenda for them to vote on.
Yes.
You know, because I don't think that they're going to be voting, you know, just blindly, you know, on things that come up.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, it's their vote that is going to make things happen or not happen, you know, so.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and we appreciate all the support that you have given us throughout the years, and that has led us to where we're now. We are almost $1 million in budget above of what we were a couple of years ago, so,
I noticed that
yeah. And
Isn't
so,
that wonderful?
$5
though? I
million
mean, it's
mark.
good, yes,
Yeah.
it is.
in 2024.
Yeah. yeah, so we're looking forward to working on making sure that we're poised for the future. We're making plans to do an analysis and of the structure of the CBD to make sure that we're poised for the next few years, because things are changing so much.
Yeah.
CBBs, DMOs, there's conversations about the way that the CBB works now that we have other tools, other ways of measuring. So things are changing, things are evolving, and we want to make sure that we are part of that evolution and that we don't stay stagnant. So,
Of
And
course,
not to
you
mention
need to
how-
see that growth, you know, in the
And
budget.
the
Yeah.
staff structure too.
And the thing is, you know, and you're right, because I think that when it comes to organizations that want tax money from the CDB, I mean, you know, it's a hotel motel, not all organizations qualify.
yeah. So I
And
think,
they want
yeah.
to, I mean, they wanna come into the back door, the side door, they wanna come in somewhere.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it's true, I mean,
You're right.
I had to
Absolutely.
run into that when I was on the commissioner's court, and you have to really look at what, okay, so how does it work?
yeah, so we're happy to now be working with WBCA, with Society of Martha Washington, to add them to that list of contracts that we manage, and that we can work with them to, one, ensure, and they have been doing it, that they do the proper use of hotel occupancy tax, but also to see how we can leverage each other's tools and strengths.
So how does, so that's, it's the Martha Washington and Princess Pocahontas are the same, within the same organization, right?
For what I understand, no.
No.
The Society of Martha Washington is one, and WBC is another one, and Pocahontas is another one. So we
That's
don't
where
work,
they- yeah.
we don't work with Pocahontas as of right now, we as the CBB. The city through third-party funding might be something different, but I'm not sure about that. But we are working with Society of Martha Washington and with WBCA.
Okay.
Anything else on the
Thank you.
financials from anyone else? Staff, have we completed this section?
Yes, thank you very much.
Alright. We will move on to our November activity report, which is item 10 on the agenda and starts, I believe, on page 9.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We were in Monterrey for our annual Christmas tree lighting. It's become a tradition in Monterrey. This is the 4th year that we do it, the 11th year that we have a press conference there, but the 4th year that we have the tree lighting. And so it's really, they outdid themselves, Reina, the ABS, Aldo, everybody. It's located, you can still, if you go to Monterrey, you can still go and take the picture at the tree, the Laredo tree. It's on El Mirador del Obispado, which is a hill that's in the middle of Monterrey. There's a flag, a monumental flag there. You can go up, it's a park, it's open to the public, and so people can go take the picture with the Laredo Christmas tree. And so we're the first Christmas tree to get lit in Monterrey every year.
Is it a big, big tree?
It's a big tree. It's how tall?
I don't know,
It's a big tree.
Because I saw the lighting yesterday in New York, and it is.
It's not New York tree. We
Yeah,
don't have New York
I
budgets.
mean, it's, because right in the middle, I mean, this is a huge city.
You can see it from you can see it from Monterrey. If you're driving around, you can see the tree. So it's on a hill, and it's on un mirador, so it overlooks the city. It looks really nice. And then there's in the picture you see the Laredo. It has like the entrance to the tree, so it's a great photo op. Definitely, you cannot see the Laredo from like all the sea. If you're driving on the sea, but you do see the tree. And once we get there, it's the whole park was full of lights, so it was a really nice view. And so the tree lighting was a culmination of a week-long media blitz. We met with 8 to 12 media outlets. We were in TV, radio, every single media outlet in Monterrey. You name it, was at the event.
Isn't that wonderful?
It is.
Yes.
Because I remember a few years ago, it was just, we didn't have this kind of exposure.
Yeah, so we got every single media outlet in Monterrey.
I'd like to make a comment, the job you're doing in Monterey is outstanding, awesome. Because I get to go to Monterey once or twice a year, and usually there's a party or get together. And the first thing they know, oh, you're so lucky you got 3 Burlingtons. Like, we do? We do? They know restaurants that I hadn't heard of.
Yeah.
And of course, I then I put my CBD thinking cap and start asking questions. They love coupons. They love, especially the restaurant coupons, which surprised me.
Yeah.
And they know about all the stores. I didn't even know about half the stores that have opened up. You
Yeah.
know? So the
Very
job you're
good.
doing is
Very
really
good.
good. And of course, like you just mentioned, television, magazines, newspaper, and I guess you all pass out leaflets or
Yeah.
On the
pamphlets.
mall, there's something says Laredo, right, like a little,
At the
San Pedro fashion.
we used to
district.
have our office there.
Oh, I
We used to have our office there. Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
them,
we
they
used to
little
have it.
printouts that have,
Not anymore.
No, we moved to the Torre Administrativa because it was very, very expensive to have it there. So we moved it to the Torre, but we continue to have presence with print, digital. So part of what we did here is it's the whole strategy. The week started with the media blitz. So it was 3 days of media, 4 days of media, then the tree lighting, and then as we were coming back, a series of influencers were also traveling to Laredo. So it's basically a week-long strategy of 2 weeks of strategy of continuously bombarding people from Monterrey and
Through different
Coahuila
channels, literally.
through every single channel that they have to tell them come
What's
to Laredo,
working?
come to Laredo, come to
Pero
Laredo.
Monterrey has a huge population.
Yes.
One
Yes.
million, right?
The logo for it.
Yeah, they're the second largest city in
Mexico.
in Mexico.
Yeah.
So
The
it's,
first
I'm
thing in
happy to
Mexico,
hear
Yeah,
that.
very good, I was
Thank you,
surprised.
The
Mr.
first thing in
President.
Three
Mexico.
Burlingtons, how do you go?
Yeah. Thank you.
But I think that it's a good strategy, it's a good way to get exposed.
Mhm.
There are so many people, you know, that need to, I mean, you know, you're gonna target more and expand the amount of
Mhm.
people that can come to Laredo.
Yeah,
And we can benefit from that.
exactly. So
I mean, there's any plans for the mall, like, I know like the stores and everything affects really bad, like for the people from Monterrey to come over here, they have better stores than we do, I'm sorry, but it's true.
But they love coming
Yeah.
here.
But what
Yes.
what is happening in
Either
the mall?
Como
You
los
know,
Estados Unidos.
Sí, pero se van más para la
Bells
calle,
and Sears,
si no
and
estoy
Sears, they
equivocada.
have that huge furniture
And
store.
we're closer.
But what plans are there?
we, to be honest, we don't have,
Contact with them?
contact, we do have contact, but we don't have, there's no much detail that they have provided to us.
Because
We
we're
have better communication with the outlet, but with them all, it's.
from Sears all the way to,
Macy's. It's
Where?
to
Yeah.
Macy's.
to Macy's. All of that area of the mall is dead. I mean, it's dead. I mean, you know, you just don't, I mean, you're coming from the
The
other
traffic-
side and it's,
the
you know,
traffic isn't
bustling
there.
and then all of a sudden you hit this area and you say, there's something wrong here.
I think
Yeah.
the highlight is almost local except for more.
Yeah.
The comments I got were the outlet mall at Burlington, Ross, Marshalls,
So we did see, and we
because of the
see,
coupons, I believe.
yes, and
the
so,
incentives.
I'm gonna
Jump forward.
jump to, well, I'm gonna jump first to page 13. So the content creator strategy. So that is part of what we're doing is we're having, it was a whole week with Media Blitz, then the tree lighting, and then the content creators. So several content creators from Monterrey that are very well known, like Ando Lleno, like El Blog del Gordo, Gaby Santos. How many influencers were? Five different influencers. Yeah.
And he has some videos on TikTok,
Yes.
right?
So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, so they come after we were there doing the media blitz, they're here reinforcing the message of, well, you heard the 3 Burlingtons, let me show you the Burlington, let me show you shopping at the outlets, let me show you going to the restaurants that they mentioned during the media. So a marketing strategy should always have different touch points. And so you should always have different ways of communicating the same message in a slightly different way, so that it doesn't matter if you saw it once. If you see it once, it might be like, oh, Laredo, but then you see it, hey, I heard it on the radio. Hey, it's on TikTok. Hey, it's on, and so people start,
Yeah, it's early.
start absorbing the information. And we saw the impact also on Puente Colombia, the weekend of their weekend, the previous
First
one,
November,
the
Puente
previous,
Colombia weekend.
their holiday in November, which is a weekend before Thanksgiving. Everything was packed, even the bridge. And we've been working with Nuevo León a lot to also use that as a promotional point, where people from Monterrey don't need to leave Nuevo León. Now they can go through Colombia. And so that partnership has also helped a lot. We promote the different ways. Of course, Nuevo Laredo is always the traditional way to coming in. But when we were in Monterrey, Nuevo León has been doing a lot of investment in Colombia Bridge. So we use that. We also promoted the flight to Monterrey, the direct flight. So we have now different ways that people can get here to Laredo. So we're also measuring different ways. So let me go to page 16. So Monterrey is still our top Mexican origin city for people visiting Laredo. And so we get almost 25% or 28% of people visiting Laredo are coming from Monterrey.
It's very good.
Well, that's a huge area, that's a huge population.
Definitely.
I mean, you know, it just
Yeah.
stands to reason that It's just like us going to San Antonio, you know, that's what I think about. You know, we know a lot more in San Antonio, a lot of people from San Antonio, because you go here and there, and you say, can you talk to people from San Antonio? I don't know that place, you know.
Yeah.
Same thing, I'm surprised.
Yeah, and so one of the things that is important to mention is these numbers do not, it's not people that, maybe it's people that are going through or passing through. No, the percentage, that 28% is people that are staying in Laredo at least a day. So that's important to mention that it's actual stays here in Laredo.
Yeah, because when I was talking to them, they usually say between 1 to 3 days.
Yes, the weekend, so we have it here. We've also have a lot of things going on in our international relations side of the CVB. Jose is right now actually at the fire department training facility. Because, yeah, we have 10 firefighters from different parts of Mexico training here. This is the first in-person training that has come up out of our new binational collaboration program. It's a program that we wrote that it's something new for CVB, and what we try to do is truly identify projects that we can collaborate with different cities and not just be something, not just a picture and the protocol, but also something that really impacts the community. Exactly. So this is the first project that is coming out of that. So Jose is over there.
That's good though, that's a very, very nice project.
So on page 11, it's also Santa Claus arrived. I don't know if you saw Navidad Fest yesterday, but Santa Claus arrived on Aeros. From Cancun.
He was on vacation.
He was on vacation in Cancun and arrived on Aeros. Also,
That's a good story.
our sales team has been all around the state promoting, and with Connect Texas. Sophia was at Connect Texas, and what that is
Hello?
an event where it's like speed networking. You have 6 minutes to
Fine, how are you?
talk to a meeting professional and try to convince them to bring their meetings, conference, and event to Laredo. And so Sophia was there at Connect Texas is a great opportunity because it's all Texan meeting professionals. It's people that are looking for spaces here in the state. And usually state conferences have regional, they have, in their calendar, they have to go through the regions. So we have a good chance of bringing them here. So.
Did you get anyone?
There's one that's already coming. We're helping them like enhance their event, and there's 2 RFPs that came in from that event. So a success.
Two good things.
Yes. Also, Fidel is working with different sporting events. In this case, it was the basketball showcase, Patrick Alexander basketball showcase, and with his expertise on different TAPS tournaments, that is helping us be more present in that market and be poised for the opening of the sports complex. So we're looking forward to that in December, really looking forward to opening. An update on the Laredo Boutique Trail. We are partnering with the Chamber of Commerce, and so we wanted to, they have a better connection and a better presence with the boutiques, and so we thought it would be a great idea to partner with them to for the outreach of the boutique trail. We are also using a new tool called Van Wango, which is a platform that creates this type of trails or helps put together this type of trails. And so with the information we get from the chamber and that we input into the tool, it will be the next generation of trails and tours that we have. So we're really excited about that new tool. We've been trying to get that one for a long time. And so budget finally allowed for us to do that. So we're really excited about the new outreach that we're doing through our sales team, and things are starting to roll in. We have several accounts right now that we're either working and helping with enhancing their event, and also several bids that we're competing on, so we're looking forward. As I mentioned, on page 14 is our budget updates. We have personnel. We're in the first quarter still. We still have a good available budget in administration. Marketing, we're getting there in terms of utilizing our budget and finalizing all of our contracts for the year. And then the special events budget is also the new one.
Didn't you just get something approved at council recently, like your first set of buyers or not?
We don't go to council for buys anymore. They're considered sole source because they're advertising.
Okay.
So we just go in and start, yeah. As long as they're specific publications, we don't have to. So they're already going in, Monica
That's great.
is
That's very,
entering all that.
that makes your job a lot easier.
So we still approve the advertising budget on the regular budget cycle.
And anything under 100,000 doesn't have to go to the city council.
As of this last month.
Yeah, so.
So you get that amount that you could,
The threshold
The
got
threshold.
higher as in, it's statewide,
Yeah.
so the threshold was now moved from 50,000 to 100,000.
they doubled it, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that means that
City manager can sign off.
that's good.
anything 99,900.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if anybody has any questions on the visitor behavior dashboard?
What page is that?
Page
15.
15 and 16.
So we
and
have
17.
the page 15 is all of our US market, and I know that Ms. Magali, she asked if we can do comparison of previous year, so we'll do that starting in the new year. We'll show the comparison of the current versus the previous year at the same period. So page 16 is our Mexican origin city. So for the US, our top feeder is San Antonio. For Mexico is Monterrey. And what we do here is I put Monterrey metro area, which means every city that's in the metroplex of Monterrey. So if it's Apodaca, San Pedro, yeah, every city that's around, because if not, basically they would be our top 10. So what I do is I add all of them, and then we can see other cities like Piedras Negras, Saltillo, León, Pachuca. You can also see where they like to go and what type of activity they want to do. And so overall, both visitors, US and Mexico, like to shop.
Question,
Yes.
what constitutes Central Laredo?
That's an excellent question, depending on how you ask.
I mean, I have an idea, but I always have these discussions with people and we just kind of.
Yeah, Central Laredo, I think right now Central Laredo is considered like the mall area, like from Calton to probably
You don't have like,
Delmar.
Delmar? Okay.
Yeah,
like Regency and Domino's Alexander and.
yeah, I think that's considered right now Central Laredo.
You know, so I'm south.
If you ask Sofia, you're
Sofia.
south of Jackman, you're south.
Yeah.
Well, North Laredo as a whole is 63%.
So North Laredo is
Yeah.
north
By
of
region.
Delmar?
Delmar, yeah. So I added the hotel inventory to
On page
the
17.
yes. So I added the hotel inventory, and we have the 4,000 rooms that I have mentioned, and 430
Short-term
in inventory.
vacation.
And we still see the average booking window by type, so hotel, people are starting to do longer, they're booking before, They used to do, so 13 days, just a couple of days before they used to do. And 11 days was last year. STVRs, they're booking closer to the days. So 11 days versus 14. 17% of all the money spent credit card for the US market was on restaurants, 28 on retail, 21% of that money that they spent was on local businesses, and so they spend an average of $114 every time they come. This is US credit card only, which is what we can measure.
114 a day or?
114 average per day
During
per
your
stay.
stay.
Yeah.
Well, it says total underneath that.
Yeah, but it's
Per
it's
day.
per day per stay. I'll
Per day or stay?
And then I added the map for the short-term vacation rentals, so that you can see more or less how they're spread around the city, and calculate that we can sleep 2,000 people, additional 2,000 people with the vacation rentals.
I like to see it in color.
Okay.
The red dots are, the dots are red on in your in color version on your.
The red, I think it's
Digital packet.
Airbnb, and the blues are VRBOs.
I mean, it's interesting, I check. Okay, as everybody knows, I don't have kids, I'm not married. So I check just for the fun of it on the app, and I put the house, just to check. And they can pay you per day depending on the rooms you have, if you have the pool, if you have like outside restrooms and stuff. But I was thinking, like, they pay you up to $600 for the weekend. If you rent your house just the weekend and you go to visit your mom or whatever, I mean, imagine how much money you can make just the weekends.
That's why a lot of people, that's why they're saying they're
A
doing
lot of
that.
people do that.
A lot of people figured it out.
And if you think about it, like if you go on vacations with your whole family, I mean, a house, a room is gonna cost you like $200-300 per day, and you can feed so many people. If you rent a house, $600 sounds expensive, but I mean, you're getting 4 rooms, you're getting a pool, you're getting restrooms, you're getting everything.
You wanna cook.
You know what I mean? Exactly. You wanna, So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's less expensive, getting this deal.
It definitely has pros and cons, for the people staying and for the people renting it.
Oh, yeah.
But also hotels, so it's another option, and it's 2,000.
Like for large groups.
Yeah. So we can basically, we have 4,000 rooms plus 2,000 more technically beds with Airbnb.
Yeah, and then even ask you, like, if you wanna do common area, if you just wanna do like per room, if you have extra rooms, and then, I mean, it's.
You can rent the whole house.
Yeah, you can rent your whole house.
Yeah.
You can rent
I know, cause I have relatives that have done that.
apartments, if you have an apartment in the back.
Yeah, that's how you
rent
figure
them.
houses in the market, rent it out,
Yeah.
while you sell it. So,
Yeah.
I would do that.
You do have to clean it. And
oh yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, but. it's-
After every,
Yeah.
it has pros and cons,
Yeah.
but definitely it's an option.
Well, I'm glad you added that to the report. It's definitely gives us a different viewpoint of our market. Completely different viewpoint of our market. Are there any questions up to page, I guess we're on page 19 now. This is now the performance summary of all of our digital channels. Staff, anything you want to highlight there?
We have basically the performance of every one of our social media outlets and of our website. We updated our website, or the initial update a couple of months ago. We are now in the process of reviewing every page so that we can make sure that all the information in there is accurate and it's up to date. So it has a new look. If you go in, it does have a new look, and we're happy to move forward with a more updated version of our website.
I have a question with the Instagram and Facebook. Like, for instance, when people tag on stories, you know, Laredo, do you guys reproduce them? You don't, you know, because it has more clicks, it has more engagement, or you don't, or
It
you
de-
choose?
It depends on the way that we choose, and Reina, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that we choose is depending on the topic, if it's something that it's going to be of interest, because a lot of people tag us, a lot of people, but some of them are not of the interest of the visitor. And so we do choose which ones are potentially gonna interest the visitors, that they don't have, like promotions, if it's like, depending on what it is and what could attract.
And on Facebook, the tags and mentions, that's a little bit difficult to track. It's different than the Instagram. In Instagram, you can tag it like we can see it. In Facebook, it's different. I don't know what the so the controls that Mela has in Facebook, so that's more difficult to get the tag. So something is like for example, the realtor tag, a lot of people or followers, and that's it. So on Facebook, we don't have a lot of information for the tags.
In Instagram we do, but yeah, we do go and make sure that it's gonna be one, that it's content that it's, goes with the brand, and two, that it's something that the visitors are going to be interested in. If it's somebody, they tag us like selling a house and stuff like that, it's like, no, that's not something that the visitor, even if it would get us views, it's not necessarily the views that are gonna help us.
I'm just asking, for instance, for the purpose of like local businesses, like for instance, I have a restaurant, and if I tag y'all, you know, I'm just wondering how that works, you know what I mean? Because you help promote local, and as well, we help you all, you know, depending on the followers. We don't have a big following in Instagram, but we do have more than 13,000, I believe, in Facebook, so it will be like a cross promotion.
It depends on the post. If it's something that a lot of people message us like, hey, can we collaborate? And we've collaborated with several of them. So there's opportunity. There's definitely opportunity, but we don't just automatically say yes.
Oh, no.
We do go in and make sure that it's something that is going to be of interest to the visitor. Yes. So absolutely.
Okay, good question. All right, moving on to the upcoming staff activity, which is item 4 under Roman numeral 10 on page 22.
As you can see, we have a lot going on in December and January and February. December we have, Sophia was in College Station at Destination Southwest, and also promoting Laredo for meetings and events and conventions. Fidel was at Connection Fair for our snowbirds or winter Texan market, promoting the leisure side of our destination. And as I mentioned, we're going to meet with hoteliers tomorrow. We're also going to be at Caminarte. We have a year plan for Caminarte based on the request of this committee. So far, we have seen that most of the people that go to Caminarte are locals. But we committed to 1 year, and so we will do it for.
We had always talked about that, you
Yes.
know, most of the Caminarte, the people that go to Caminarte are local.
Yes. So we committed to that 1 year to survey and evaluate, and also provide some additional information at the event. And staff is going to be there tomorrow with arts and crafts. So if you have kids, nephews, grandchildren, that's tomorrow.
What's that on?
Yeah.
And also we are going to have the Paisano Caravan. So talking about Paisano, the next week we're going to have the press conference. The last meeting, the operational meeting, and the press conference on Tuesday, December 9th at 9 a.m. is the meeting, and then 10 a.m. is the press conference. And December 9th. And basically what we're going to announce is that on the 16th, the caravan is going to gather at the arena. Last year we had more than 4,000 vehicles here in the caravan.
How did that go? I mean, because they did it very early in the morning or during the night.
They leave, so The way that it works is they start gathering like around 9 in the morning, the previous day, which in this case is the 16th. They start gathering throughout the day. They go through the process with Migración and Aduana. They get all their paperwork. They get a huge sticker that they put on their windshield. And then at 3 in the morning, which this year might be a little bit later, we start getting them lined up at the arena, at the parking lot, and PD escorts them to Bridge 2. Yeah. And so the idea of doing it that early is so that it does not impact morning commute. So by 8 a.m. they should all be already
underway.
And they don't have to stop at CPAP.
They don't have to stop at CITEV for the most part. There might be some. This year, what we expect is that there's going to be more people moving back to Mexico for good, like moving back.
Moving back, saying,
It's another impact
yes.
of our current administration.
Yes, so we foresee, we're preparing operationally the whole caravan. All the agencies are participating, they're preparing for that. So there's going to be another operation within the operation to tackle that situation.
Demand for that
Yes.
request.
wow.
Very interesting.
So, but for the most part, they don't have to stop at CITEV anymore. No. New things, new situations arise, but we're very well coordinated with Consulado and with Arena, thanks to the Arena too.
Is the press conference at the arena?
No, the press
City
conference
Hall.
is at City Hall.
City Hall.
Yes.
Council chambers.
Will you send a note to us,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
With that? I'd like to try to make it okay.
What is the statute travel policy for the Department of State International Relations?
So I'm really excited about that. It's the first time, as you know, we've had our international relations coordinator, Jose Vidas, for a year with us. And now we have been identified by the State Department of the Department of State from the state as one of the cities that has international relations activity. And
So is it Texas?
it's a Texas.
office?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we're traveling to Austin, Jose and I are traveling to Austin to meet with other cities, Austin and other cities that have international relations efforts. So to share best practices, to see what everybody's doing, how we can better work.
You know, that is such
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
So the binational, I'm really excited because we'll be able to share the binational collaboration program and all the efforts that we're doing.
But I think the uniqueness of us being on the border is this caravan that we have every year.
Yes,
It's very unique.
that's very different, and a lot of people have tried to, a lot of other communities have tried to replicate and have not been able. And so.
Because I think that what people know is that we are a very central point, like the people in Mexico.
Geographically.
Yes, because we
Yeah.
are the one that's closer to everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I love it.
yeah, so that's coming up. And so, that's how we will close the month before the
We're gonna go to
holidays.
Washington DC.
Washington DC will be in January, for our annual legislative site visit.
Well, you can give us a report in February.
Yes.
Yes.
Have the
So-
dates for the trip to DC for the delegation been set?
Yes, it's the first week in
It's
December.
just, yeah, so
This
it's,
December, March, I'm sorry.
March.
Okay,
First week in March.
so it's, it would be March the 2nd through the 4th, coming back on the 4th. So the Laredo day would be March the 4th.
And it's the same dynamic. Laredo Economic Development Corporation is going to be sending out the requests for donations and contributions.
That's
I'll
what,
get back to you on
yeah,
that.
that's what we're working on.
We,
Okay.
yeah, we'll get back to you.
We've
on that.
sponsored in the past, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, and, gosh, a lot of activities and a lot of
Yes.
things going on, and I mean, it's just, I guess it could be, sometimes it can be overwhelming, you know?
We're really happy about
It's
the.
good on there now.
That's what I was gonna
It's
say.
a great team, we have a great team, so, and the fact that we have, and that's why I was talking about making sure that we have the right composition, the right people. It's crucial for us to be able to do the work that we do, and so, it's really exciting to
Yeah.
have another year.
Because you can have to coordinate everything that's going on in Mexico, what's going on over here, then all of a sudden in Washington and locally, I mean, I guess it's.
Put us on the budget so we can go.
We'll approve the
We're as official ambassadors.
Yeah.
Tiene que venir a ver lo que está pasando.
So, por favor.
No, we truly appreciate it, and
No,
this.
really, no, what did you know?
We all talk to our city council.
This being the last meeting of the year, we just wanna echo that we really appreciate, not echo, but make the point that we really appreciate, your points of view and your advisory and, everything that y'all do for the CBD. From the positive to the comments that highlight something that we need to improve, that's always very, very helpful to us.
Well, because we see it from a different perspective, you know, I know that you here do the best you can, but if you're on the outside, we can see, okay, we can do this way or that way.
And that's why it's so valuable for us. So we have a little token. This has been the year of the Coffee Fest.
We're getting coffee?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
we're opening it. So can we? Isn't it impolite to open your gift in front of?
It's okay, Blanca, we're all there. So,
Thank you also very much for being so thoughtful.
Thank you.
Make sure you take your breakfast though, that you guys.
Yes.
I got
I already
hard.
posted it on Snapchat.
Awesome, thank you.
Snapchat.
Staff, thank you for everything that you do. Appreciate it all.
I just wish more people in Laredo would know the work that you do.
Yes, and I think
You're
it's
so
very
right.
important because I talk to people about this organization that I serve on, and, wow, what is it about?
Yeah.
So, you know, you see all the changes and everything that's going on in the world, I mean, they do the work. I mean, you all are the ones that are doing the work. And it's very much appreciated, and it has not gone unnoticed
Yes.
by us, well, at least by, this
And
organization.
of course, we're spreading the word too.
I echo what Judy's saying, I do communicate with my council member that appointed me regularly, and I laud and praise you all every time I have a
Thank
chance to
you.
do that. So,
I do
thank
believe
you.
that's what, because it's Rick Gassa, much to the chagrin of my friend. You know, Michelle. She's very funny. Not funny, not
You guys do a great job. I mean, I've seen you all out there working at the arena with like Sister Cities Festivals and other stuff,
Yeah.
like her events, so I mean, I applaud you all.
Thank you. No, we appreciate that, and it's a great team that we have here.
Thank you.
If you put it in a can, you can sell it. All that energy.
My best memory will be the lele that you.
Oh, yeah, well, thank you guys, I
I was
appreciate it.
talking about that with Querétaro, with the firefighters from Querétaro yesterday. I was like,
Gee,
you
never
should
again,
have
brother.
seen George Joel.
Sofía, pobrecita fue Sofía, ya se iba a ir pa'l cielo. Ya, no, calm down, Jesus, don't take her. It's not her time.
All right, my CVP members, do I have any other discussion or announcements?
No, and if we don't, I can move that we adjourn the meeting.
Very good. Do we have a second? Second right here. Anyone opposed? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We are now adjourned at 9:56.
You know, you all have a wonderful, wonderful